Hey YouTube, this is Caroline, and this is my first video ever. And basically this video is my way of sharing with you, with all of you, my journey before and after RNY Gastric Bypass. I'm not sure exactly what to say, and if I look over to the side a little bit, it's because I have some notes written down that I'm going to be referring to, just so that I don't have any awkward blank moments. But I guess I should start with my numbers. I am 39 years old, but I'm going to turn 40 at the end of this month. Today is August 14th, 2014, and my birthday is August 26th, so I'll be 40 on August 26th. My gastric bypass surgery has been scheduled for the day after my birthday, August 27th. Today, I weighed in at 267 pounds. My highest weight ever was 285 pounds. I started my liver detox diet approximately 2 weeks ago on July 30th. I had my appointment with the nutritionist. I live in the Tampa area in Florida. So I saw my nutritionist on July 30th, and she put me on a liver detox, and it's a 4-week-long liver detox. And so far I lost 10 pounds. So that was one good thing, I guess, from this liver detox. I actually think I'm quite lucky, because I know a lot of people who have to do this pre-op diet, either have to do some kind of liquid diet or some kind of like protein shake diet or something like that. I don't have to do that. My nutritionist or dietitian has me on a regular, just high protein, low carb and low fat diet, so I can basically eat whatever is on her menu, and it's been fairly easy to stay on the diet. I have not felt hungry, I haven't felt weak, I haven't felt irritable. It's been so far so good. I've been on it for 2 weeks, and so far I haven't had any complaints. And like I said, I've already lost 10 pounds. I've already done my what is it called? Psychological evaluation. This is actually going to be my 3rd attempt at having this surgery. I tried a few years ago. I had a different insurance, and it didn't work out. Then I tried again earlier this year, and I had my surgery scheduled for May 2nd of 2014, but because I hadn't had my deductible met and some other issues, the timing just wasn't right, and so now I have it rescheduled for the 3rd time, August 27th. So far so good. I actually went to my pre-op appointment. I had my medical clearance done with my PCP on August 12th, and everything came out good. Other than a couple of things like my hemoglobin. I knew I've been anemic for a while, but my levels are getting better, and it's not going to prevent me from having the surgery, so everything else was fine. My particular insurance and my surgeon did require for me to have a medical clearance, which included the chest x-ray, EKG, all the blood work, the H. pylori test, all of that stuff. So I had all of that done, and I got the results on August 12th when I had my appointment with my PCP. That same day in the afternoon, I also had my pre-op appointment with the surgeon. And he looked at all of my lab work and all of my results, and he said that I was cleared for surgery as well. So the only thing that I was waiting on was an appointment that I have next Thursday with my hospital. It's some kind of pre-registration or pre-admission appointment where I need to go and fill out all the paperwork before surgery. They tell me what time I have to be there, which, you know, my surgeon already told me that the surgery will be at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'll need to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm all ready for that. One thing I did want to say was kind of frustrating through this whole process was dealing with the insurance. Even though in the insurance, I have United Healthcare, the insurance itself I knew I wasn't going to have a problem getting approved because I had called them ahead of time and told them that I was thinking about getting the surgery, and I wanted to know, you know, were there going to be any issues, what were the requirements, and they told me up front what I needed to do. They said as long as I complete all of the requirements that the surgeon gives me, which was the to have all of the lab work done and the psych evaluation and the appointment with the nutritionist, that I was fine. I didn't have to have any comorbidities. I didn't have to have a 6-month, you know, diet. I didn't have to do all of that. The only thing that I did not like about this whole process was that I have a lot of, I have a very high deductible. So my deductible for the year is $3,000. So I had to make sure that I met that before I could even schedule my surgery. So, you know, I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. Even though my kids are a little bit grown, I have a son that's almost 19 and my daughter's almost 18. But that's still a lot of money for a single mom. So yeah, I had to make sure I had my $3,000 deductible met. And then the surgeon's office also has an administration fee of $450. And then when the day before I had my appointment, my pre-op appointment, the nurse called and said that I would also need to come up with the 20% co-insurance up front, which was another $287. And then I went to the appointment and I paid all of that, which, you know, it was a struggle to get all that money on my, you know, thank goodness I have a great son who has helped me out, and he really wants me to have this surgery, so he said whatever it takes, you know, he would help me out. So I was able to get all that done. But then when I got the phone call yesterday from the hospital to schedule my pre-admission appointment, they kindly told me that I also needed to come up with another $2,500 because my out-of-pocket hadn't been met yet. I have a $6,000 out-of-pocket that I need to meet every year. So $2,500 of that hadn't been met. And so luckily, with a little, you know, finagling, I was able to negotiate with them a payment arrangement. And so we've got that all worked out now, and I am, knock on wood, I have everything all worked out, and I don't have to come up with any more cash up front before my surgery. I have to say I'm not nervous yet. I'm very anxious because I have been wanting to have the surgery for a long time. My sister had the same surgery done about 5 or 6 years ago, and I saw how well she did on that. And you know, ever since then, at first I didn't want to have the surgery because I felt like I could do it on my own. I felt like there's, you know, diets out there. I'll just, you know, either do Weight Watchers or some other diet. I've tried juicing. I've tried all kinds of other different diets, and I just kept telling myself in my mind, you know, I could do this on my own. I don't need a surgery. I can do this on my own. Well, 5 years later, I'm still on the same boat, if not bigger. So, and that's why I finally decided to just, you know, bite the bullet and go ahead and honestly, at first, I didn't even think that the insurance was going to cover it. So I kind of was like, I'll try it. But in the back of my head, I was thinking it's probably not going to work out anyway. So it, you know, doesn't matter. But when everything just kind of started falling into place and then realizing, oh my God, this is really working for me. Now I'm really anxious. Now I'm like really excited to get this done. I really want to better my life. I want to be healthier. I am one of the lucky few. I don't have a lot of, like I said, I don't have any comorbidities. I don't have any health issues, you know, other than my surgeon actually says that I am just a healthy fat chick. So, which is a term that he likes to use sometimes. But yeah, I have really good blood pressure. I have really good cholesterol. I don't have any health issues at all, like diabetes or anything like that. I'm just fat. So, but, you know, like I said, at the end of this month, I'm going to be 40. And once you hit 40, things start to go south. And so I want to make sure I get this done before any real medical issues start to appear. So that's why I'm doing this. But anyway, I'm doing this video because I wanted to have like a diary for myself, just to see for myself the changes that I'm going to be going through within the next year or so, and to have some way of tracking it, and also just to kind of share with all of you, because I know I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and sometimes there's questions that I have that are not answered on these videos. And so I figured I'd just share my experience. I know a lot of videos, they don't really talk about, you know, their insurances and what the struggles that you have to go through to get your insurance to, you know, approve you or whatever. Everybody's different because every insurance is different. But I figured I would just throw that in there in case anybody was curious. But yeah, so yeah, I'm scheduled for 2 more weeks. I have 2 more weeks of this liver detox diet, which, you know, I'm just really in shock about how easy it's been. I've already bought, through my dietitian's office, she offers a lot of the protein shakes and multivitamins and all of that stuff that you need before surgery. I've already purchased all of my protein shakes for at least the first 3 weeks after surgery. I have my zinc, which is supposed to be really good and it aids in the healing process so that you can heal faster, because I can only take a week off of work, so I need to make sure that I'm ready to go back to work after 1 week. So I also have the vitamin B12 tablets that I'll be taking once a week after surgery. I also have what she has suggested for just in case I eat something that doesn't suit well, or I have some kind of acid or something in my stomach and I don't feel well. I bought some George's aloe, which I will be drinking, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons. If I don't feel good, it's supposed to also help with that. And then I still have a list of things that I need to buy before I have the surgery so that I'm ready right after. Now, the surgeon did go over with me, and so did the nutritionist, on what to expect, at least for the first 3 days after surgery. I know that the first day after surgery is pretty much only going to be just like an ounce or 2 of water, and then gradually increasing into like broth or the really clear liquids diet. And I know I'm going to have to be drinking every 15 minutes, and I'll have to set a timer so that I can remember to take, or to make sure that I drink the liquids which I've always had a problem with anyway. I'm struggling now to get the 64 ounces of water that I am supposed to be drinking every day on this liver detox diet. I just can't remember to drink it. I'll have it next to me, like at work I have my cups next to me, and I just forget to drink it. So that's something that I know I'm going to have an issue with, but, you know, hopefully my daughter's going to be taking a couple of days off of school after my surgery so she can help me remember. But yeah, that's basically, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover on my first video. Please let me know if this video was helpful to you. I know that a lot of the videos that I've watched, I can't remember everybody's names or their YouTube channel names, because I'm not very good with remembering those things, but I have watched quite a few in the last few years, and I do follow and subscribe to some of the channels. And like I said, it helps me a lot to hear everybody else's feedback, because you get to kind of know, not everybody's different, but then you kind of see certain things that are the same throughout, or close enough that you know what to expect when it comes to yourself. So hopefully this will help somebody out there. But thanks so much for listening to me rant and rave, and I will try to follow up again. Probably next Thursday is when I have my pre-admin appointment, where I get the tour of the hospital and I fill out all the forms, and have to fill out my living will and all of this other paperwork that I need to get done before surgery. I'll probably try to do a video after that appointment to kind of tell you what that whole process was like. But thanks again for watching, and have a great day.